alone is, what cures the problem. And it means for me that then we don't really address the drivers of corruption in this country. For example, the shadowy figures that we are mentioning, why do they remain in the shadows? Even for people who are whistleblowing or calling these people out, they never really actually mention the names. In this country, if you want to steal anything, there's a consultant for that. If you want to steal sugar, if you want to bring illicit goods into the country, there's a consultant for that. If you want to wash money, there's a consultant for that. If you want to hack KRA systems to get whatever, there's a consultant for that. So corruption, we have internalized it to the point where it has become opportunity, as you said. It's a skill. Actually, in business, in having business acumen, corruption is one of the skills that you need to have under that. And that is something that we have to unlearn slowly as a society. Again, remember, our leaders are a reflection of who we are. Yeah, because people seldom elect people that don't look like themselves, which is why sometimes we had a lot of jokes about Rigathi and whatnot, but he represents what the average Kenyan looks like. And a lot of that also, in terms of corruption, comes from the money we spend during elections. And I don't know why we don't think that's a serious thing, because it is our turn to eat comes from, hey, we have spent so much money during elections, wacha sasa hata sisi pia tukule. Another false thing that we carry with us is government money ni ya kukuliwa. So if the money comes out, it never goes back, even if it has served the purpose within a certain amount. Whether there's surplus or whatever, it never goes back to the coffers of government to say that we are reporting that this has come back. It has to be finished, and it has to be wasted, actually, that's the word. Another thing is also, we have to unlearn corruption. We have to remove it from within our wiring and call it corruption, because the moment we don't call it corruption, it becomes a problem. And even when you look at our local dialects, corruption has no word in any local dialect. It is called theft. So there's no way I'm translating corruption in Kikuyu, corruption in Luo, in all those dialects, even in Swahili, it is theft. So we have to start looking at corruption as theft and unlearn that. Okay. And I think for me, it is also important that I mention that as young people in this government, perhaps the president has not even had his honeymoon phase. He's just entered and everything is all over the place. They had their campaign period when they entered, and now he's coming with this purge. So this purge for us as young people, we really hope that it is not a public show. Because she mentioned the media, and the media is a place for really controlling narratives. And we hope that this is not another narrative to put forward, so that Kenyans do not see what is really happening in the shadows or behind the scenes. So as young people, we do not want to see the hype. We want to see, at the end of the day, we want accountability from the leaders that we elected. As young people, we don't want to hear and see hot air. We want to see the actual opportunities for us to go to school, for us to get employment, for us to conduct businesses in ways that favor us as citizens and also as a country.